Alright guys, welcome back for my second video. What we're going to be doing today is just talking about a review on this topper I got a little over a year ago. I'm going to start off with just kind of some good information facts, jump into the pros, and then some of the cons that I think. Not a make or to break it, because I'll just tell you right off the bat, love to buy. Overall, obviously there's always something that you can work on, but I would do it again. I'd buy it again for sure. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. This specific topper here is from company NGHTOWL. It's actually spelled NGHTOWL, Night Owl Off-Road. They make a few different models. This one is called the Expedition. Price on this was just under $3,500. I don't know the overall weight of this thing, but it is made out of aluminum, so it was pretty light to be able to put it up on the truck. The weight capacity of it, though, up on top is 725 pounds. They do have other options with reinforced aluminum that goes up to 950, and then even some that are over 1,000 pounds. But for me and my wife, 725 pounds, perfect. We're both smaller people, and our rooftop tent is really not that heavy, so this works great for us. So the biggest pro for me and what I needed was how custom it was. This was built specifically for this truck. You had to send them your measurements. They have videos on how you measure from side to side, how deep everything was, and then you send them the measurements. They do all the stuff with their technology and they make it custom to this. Then another pro would be how modular they are as far as the different molly panels that you want. You want windows, sliding windows, 4 crossbars, 6, a roof rack. They've even got tent options up there. If you wanted to cut out half of this door here and put a storage box, storage containers, I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. The next pro was that setting it up was super easy. Just had a bunch of bolts and screws and had to put it together. They had a sweet video and just instructions as well that came with it that was just great. It was super easy, and I'm not very inclined when it comes to building things or putting things together. Those of you in my close circle are aware of that, but the rest of you are not. But if I can build it, then it can't be that difficult. The customer service on this has been super nice. During the build, talking to them about lead times and all of that it was just easy. It was easy to get a hold of people. Just kind of a shout out to the CEO, Linus. He made himself available the day of that I was installing it here in my garage. I don't know if that's custom to NGHTOWL or if I just luck of the draw there, but he actually answered my questions. And they're a fairly new company. I'm pretty sure they started back in January of 2024. So, and I ordered this in March of 25. Before the install and everything, the delivery was super easy. Whatever freight company they were using, some sort of website where you could track the day of specifically where it was at, 5 stops away, 4 stops away, 3 stops away. So you just know exactly kind of a time frame. It's a heavy package when it's all condensed into one. My driveway is kind of a hard access driveway for a big freight truck to come to. So it was nice for me to be able to meet them out at the road and get it back here in the truck. Another pro, aesthetically, I just think it looks sweet. I like the look of it. I like the kind of rugged, just matte black. Looks nice. It's sleek, rugged at the same time. So inside the actual build, you can see in here there's lots of molly panels. You can have the option to put it on the roof here, put it on the back wall. If you have storage boxes here, they're going to cover up the areas on the side, but the just different mounting options that you have in here is super nice to be able to put stuff on the inside and the outside as well. Pretty sure it came stock with lights. I don't remember adding the light option in there on the website. I mean, you saw earlier this thing like dangling down. I love the light. I haven't used it, but I love the idea of the light. Again, like any sort of construction, building stuff, I'm not electrically inclined either. Combined with, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it, if I want to run it directly to the battery. I'm still watching videos and learning on that. And I always wear a headlamp when I'm out camping anyway, so I just honestly just haven't put the time into figuring it out. That's a project for another day. I do really like the locks on the outside. They've got 2 on each door, and so just to be able to lock all your gear, we keep a lot of this stuff in here just throughout the year because we just want to be able to just pack up and go. So to be able to just lock everything, it's a nice feature. Part of when you build it, it comes with a caulk gun and sealant as well. So you'll seal here on the front part of the topper, just on both sides, up and all the way over, and then on the back side as well, just to help any water, moisture, any dirt from getting in. And so far I've been happy with it. Haven't had any issues with stuff getting wet. So far no complaints. So now to move into some of the cons. To start off, it's just kind of annoyance. It's not anything that doesn't work. It's just that the locks on the side, I don't know how locks work, but if you, one way the key is just facing this way to lock it, and the other way you have to turn it upside down, and it's just kind of weird. Another con here, you can see in this video that on this side the doors swing open freely, just nice, easy. There's really nothing mounted on it, just this little handle. So those struts have enough power to just swing the door all the way up, no big deal. But if you move over to the other side where I've got my traction boards and the axe on the inside, there's not enough juice to get it up. Wow, okay. So as I just gotta lift, okay. There's not enough power in the gas struts to elevate the side doors. The fact that they stay where they're at, it's fine as long as they don't just sink back down. And I know I could just get some different struts that are maybe a little bit more powerful, but again, it's not that big of a deal to me to fully replace them. Speaking of the doors, it really isn't a con for Night Owl specifically. I'm sure it's just this way for all toppers. Whenever you put something up on top, whether it's an awning on the other side here or my tent that comes off this way, that clearance from the door up to the tent, you can only open it about yay high. If you go any further than that, you're just going to hit the bottom of the tent. And I just nudge my running boards all the way up to the bottom of the tent, and it still allows me access inside. It doesn't open up all the way, but like I said earlier, I'm smaller. Me and my wife both can fit and grab what we need to out of the side. This one's could be a pro, could be a con, depending on how you look at it. The build time for this one specifically was 5 months. I know another guy took his 6 months. Yeah, it's kind of whatever your expectations are. It is completely custom, and I believe it is made in China, and then they transport it over, so you decide for yourself whether that's a pro or a con. Probably the biggest gripe, if you will, that I have with this are the keyhole, the latches that cover. You've probably seen already now there's no latches that cover any of these because they've all fallen off. I think they were made cheaply. You see there's a little plastic tab on the side of all of them that was holding everything together. My buddy has one from OVS, and it's just more of like a hinge design. There's a metal piece in there, and it just feels sturdier. So I do think they could reinforce and build those up better. Maybe they have within the past year, I'm not for sure. And then a notable mention, it's definitely not a pro, but maybe a con, would be the order of operations for closing your doors. Once you close the top first, and then try to close the tailgate, it just hits it, and even if you try to just pick it up a little bit, it's just a hassle. So you just have to close the tailgate first, and then the topper. But if that is required for getting a good seal on the back, then it's worth it to me. I would rather have that than a bunch of dust and water be getting in from the backside. That's everything that I've got as far as a review on the Night Owl topper. Just to reiterate, I love it. I think it looks sweet. It's worked well for what we've needed. We've got quite a few things mounted in here, and we're just going to be buying more gear and mounting more stuff in here. So we're happy with it. If you guys can think of anything else that I didn't cover, just feel free to shoot it in the comments and I will answer it if I know the answer. Thanks for watching.